Hi subscribers and YouTubers, I did a little video yesterday of running up this old Saito FA40. I purchased about 2 years ago, might have been 18 months, 2 years ago, off of eBay, which I got a reasonable, well, very good price actually, and I put it on my shelf and it sat there until yesterday. So what I did, I tried to run it up yesterday. There wasn't very much compression at all, and she felt really gummy, like she was gummed up, but no compression, or very little. So I did a run up and did a video of that yesterday, which I'll put a link somewhere on the screen, maybe up the top here somewhere, if you haven't seen that. And I've decided that I'm going to strip it down and take it apart and have a look. I did actually get it running, and the compression's back. In fact, very good compression now. But I am going to open her up and have a look, see what she's like inside. Although the case is a little bit grubby, there's a bit of dirt that you get in the cooling fins there. There's a little bit in there, but in general, I guess it's not too bad. There's a bit of dirt in there, but for an engine back from the early 80s, that's not too bad. So let's have a look inside. I'll just grab some tools. So now for the back plate, take that off and we'll have a look inside. There we go. That one is tight. So that's telling me this hasn't been off for a while. Right, it looks like I'm going to have to get some heat on that, so it looks like I'm going to have to get some heat on these bolts to get these out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so you can see how I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to heat up these X bolts, and I've also got a T X driver to pull them out, so I've got a bit more leverage than the standard straight handled one, so you can get your fingers around there and give it a good old turn. But we're going to have to heat them up first, get them quite hot, and they should snap open. Let's give it a go. Just try that. I've also put this board here, guys, so it doesn't go onto the rubber matting underneath and start to melt it. So just, there you go, that one's gone. Yep, that one's gone. That was quite easy, that one. I'm guessing it was all just gummed up from all the old fuel. There you go. So there's a little trick if you don't know what to do when they're all seized up. A bit of heat generally does it. Some are quite tighter than these ones, to be fair. Right, here we go then. If she'll move. Don't want to give too much pressure on that lug there. We don't want to snap that off. There you go, she just snapped now. She just gone. She should just come apart. Right. Right, that's not too bad. There's a little bit of rust in there. I'll try and see if you can get the light in it. I don't know if you can see in there. But to be fair, it's not that bad. I'm guessing these bearings may have been changed in the past, but not sure until we can get it completely open. So that's open. I've also got the gasket on the back is still there, which is on the back of the plate there. I will see if I can get that off. In fact, I'll try that now and see if I can save it. Just take this glove off. To use the back of the knife, not the sharp edge. You've got to try and not split it. I mean, I've got to admit it's not easy sometimes because they are quite welded to the back plate, and you can't get them off without them getting teared. Off in one piece. So I'll just put that over there, keep it safe on there, and we'll reuse that gasket, and that back plate now will go in the ultrasonic cleaner and get clean with the other parts. So I'll just put that over there. Right, rocker covers next. Look. See what they is. Nice and easy. Should come off nice and easy, these. In fact, the gaskets are non-existent on that side. In fact, so it looks like new gaskets for the rocker cover. So that's that. I'll get the exhaust pipe off. Well, that's that off. Right. The next bit's just a little bit more delicate now. Is take the rocker arms off. So I'm going to have to warm these up, these pins, to get these out, because the last thing you want to do is round the heads off, because once you've done that, it's a major job to get them out. There we go. That'll gasket out. Now the push rods should drop out. There's one. And just to remember on Saitos, I don't know if I can get that focused. Take me one glove off. The ends on the push rods are slightly different, so you have to make sure you put them back in the right way. There's a slight taper on the top part just there, whereas that one's just rounded off. That has a taper and rounded off, and the taper is to the top, and the larger end goes down to the bottom. Just make sure you remember to put them in the right way. Right, we can look at taking the head off now. Oh, you can see it's really, you can see just inside here, it's really gummed up there. I don't know if you see drive there. It's really gummed up. That's just where all the fuel has sat for many years without being run. And yesterday when I ran it up, it was obviously loosened things up a bit, and it's quite soft. So that's that. Now let's have a look at the piston. What's this going to be like? In fact, I should have still got the plug in. Right, I need to take the plug out. It might drop on the floor. Right, this piston should come out now. Here she comes. Oh wow. That is clean. Look how clean that is going. That actually looks almost brand new. So now it was time to remove the taper collet and the drive flange. Next was to remove the bearings from the crankcase. On this occasion I forgot to put the prop nut on the end of the thread, so you don't damage the thread when you push down on the press. But on this occasion it came out quite easy and it didn't damage the thread. And then on to removing the cam housing. Now to heat up the case evenly round the bearings and then to remove them. the cam housing gasket had gone and torn, but I've checked and the the Saito 45 Special is the same size, which I have one, so I won't need to order a new one for that. That concludes the teardown of this engine. So if you liked what you've seen, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to catch hold of the next videos coming up, click the bell. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.